Your guinea pig isn't afraid of the dark. It isn't afraid of being alone for a few minutes, and surprisingly, it isn't even most afraid of loud noises. The greatest fear your guinea pig carries is something far deeper, something invisible, something written into its instincts for millions of years. Every sudden freeze, every tiny squeak, every desperate dash across the cage is connected to this single fear. And once you understand it, you'll never look at your guinea pig the same way again. Because what seems like ordinary behavior may actually be your guinea pig quietly telling you one of the most emotional stories in the animal world. A tiny heart built for survival. Imagine waking up every morning in a world where almost everything around you is bigger, faster, and stronger than you. Every shadow could hide a predator. Every unfamiliar sound could be a warning. Every movement above your head could mean danger. That is the reality a guinea pig is born into. Guinea pigs are prey animals, and their brains are naturally designed to notice possible danger before they ever think about comfort. Survival comes first. While humans may wake up wondering what the day will bring, a guinea pig's world begins with a much simpler question: am I safe? That single question influences almost everything they do, from where they sleep, to when they eat, to whether they approach a person standing nearby. But here's where things become fascinating. The deepest fear of a guinea pig isn't actually a predator. Predators are only the visible trigger. The deeper fear is the feeling of being unsafe. And once you understand that, many of your guinea pig's strange little behaviors suddenly begin to make sense. 1. The fear of losing safety. Most guinea pig owners think safety simply means having food, water, shelter, and a comfortable cage. But to a guinea pig, safety is much more than that. Safety is predictability. It's knowing where the food usually appears. It's knowing where the favorite hiding place is. It's recognizing familiar sounds, familiar smells, and familiar footsteps. When something suddenly changes, their little brains don't simply think something looks different. Their instincts begin asking, is this dangerous? A rearranged habitat, an unfamiliar object, or a completely new environment can make a guinea pig hesitate, because the predictable world it depended on has suddenly changed. What looks like nervousness to us can actually be their survival system trying to understand uncertainty. And this is why consistency matters so much. When you create calm routines, gentle interactions, and familiar surroundings, you're doing something much deeper than making your guinea pig comfortable. You're teaching its nervous system that this world is safe. 2. Why being chased feels terrifying. Have you ever reached into the cage only to watch your guinea pig suddenly sprint away? It can feel personal. You may wonder, why is my guinea pig running from me? Does it not trust me? But there's a deeper reason for this reaction. Imagine being a tiny animal and seeing a giant object suddenly descend from above. For a guinea pig, that movement can resemble the approach of a predator. Their instincts don't have time to analyze whether your hand is friendly. The reaction happens first. Run, hide, survive. This doesn't necessarily mean your guinea pig dislikes you. It means an ancient survival system is doing exactly what it was designed to do. And this is why the way you approach your guinea pig matters. A slow hand at ground level can feel completely different from a hand suddenly reaching down from above. When you give your guinea pig time to observe, smell, and understand your presence, you're allowing curiosity to replace the instinct to escape. Trust isn't created by forcing contact. It grows when fear repeatedly learns that nothing bad happens. 3. Silence can be scarier than noise. Everyone notices when a guinea pig squeaks, but far fewer people notice when that same guinea pig suddenly becomes completely silent. Sometimes silence is peaceful, but sometimes stillness can mean something very different. Guinea pigs have survival instincts that encourage them to become extremely quiet and motionless when they feel threatened. Instead of running, they may freeze. Their bodies become tense, their ears may change position, their eyes become intensely alert. To someone watching casually, the guinea pig may appear strangely calm, but inside, the animal may be experiencing intense uncertainty. And this is why context matters. A guinea pig relaxing with half-closed eyes is very different from a guinea pig standing completely still with a tense body and wide eyes. One is comfort, the other may be fear. And the more closely you learn your guinea pig's normal body language, the easier it becomes to recognize the difference between genuine relaxation and a hidden survival response. 4. The hidden fear of isolation. There's another emotional layer that many owners overlook: social connection. Guinea pigs are social animals, and companionship can provide more than simple entertainment. In a group, an animal doesn't have to face every possible danger alone. One guinea pig may react to a sound while another is already watching the environment. Familiar companions can become part of what makes the world feel predictable. This is why isolation can make some guinea pigs appear withdrawn or unusually quiet. It isn't necessarily sadness in exactly the same way humans experience it. It's vulnerability. Without familiar social signals around them, the world can feel less predictable. And this is also where the relationship between a guinea pig and their owner can become incredibly meaningful. Your voice becomes familiar, your footsteps become predictable, your scent becomes recognizable, your presence becomes part of the environment that no longer feels threatening. Slowly, the human who once looked enormous and frightening can eventually become one of the safest things in the room. Then, one day, something changes. It may be so small that you almost miss it. Your guinea pig keeps eating while you're nearby. It doesn't immediately run when your hand approaches. It stretches comfortably instead of hiding. It may close its eyes while resting near you. These moments may look ordinary, but for a prey animal, they can be powerful signs of comfort. A guinea pig cannot tell you, "I trust you." Instead, trust appears through behavior. A relaxed body, calm exploration, eating in your presence, remaining nearby when there is an easy opportunity to escape. These tiny moments show that your presence is no longer automatically associated with danger. And that's what makes the bond so special. You didn't simply teach a guinea pig a trick, you changed its expectation of the world. Fear said, "Get away." Experience slowly taught it, "You are safe here." So what does a guinea pig truly fear? Is it the hawk, the loud sound, the unfamiliar hand, the stranger? Those things can certainly trigger fear, but underneath all of them is something deeper: uncertainty. Not knowing whether the next moment is safe, not knowing whether something is about to change, not knowing whether a movement means comfort or danger. This is why predictable routines can be so powerful. When food appears consistently, when handling is gentle, when sudden movements are reduced, and when the environment remains familiar, your guinea pig gradually learns what to expect. Fear can become curiosity, curiosity can become confidence, and confidence can eventually become trust. You're essentially giving your guinea pig something its instincts desperately want: evidence that the world around it can be understood. When a guinea pig finally feels safe, there is something incredibly beautiful about watching a prey animal relax. A guinea pig born with instincts designed to detect danger can eventually stretch out beside you and simply sleep. It can eat while you're sitting nearby. It can approach your hand instead of running away. It can explore while knowing that the familiar human nearby is no longer a threat. These moments are easy to overlook because they happen quietly. There are no dramatic sounds, no obvious celebration, just a tiny animal deciding that for this moment it doesn't need to be afraid. And perhaps that's what makes the bond between humans and guinea pigs so meaningful. Trust isn't created in one big moment. It is built from hundreds of tiny moments that all say the same thing: "Nothing bad happened. I am safe here." The final truth: The most extraordinary thing about guinea pigs isn't how small they are, it's how brave they can become when they finally feel safe. A creature whose instincts tell it to be cautious around the world can eventually choose to rest beside you. A tiny animal that once ran from your hand can learn to approach it, and an animal that once saw you as something enormous and unpredictable can eventually recognize your voice, your footsteps, your presence, and your touch as familiar parts of its world. So, the next time your guinea pig gently approaches you, continues eating while you're nearby, or peacefully closes its eyes beside you, don't dismiss that moment as ordinary. You may be witnessing something much deeper. You're watching fear slowly transform into security. You're watching uncertainty become familiarity. And you're watching trust being built one quiet moment at a time.